King Hustle. Yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce and lessons and methods and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom end of the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. Right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what are doing, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members? And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, you'll get them notifications. It's going to be some information that's going to help you win, keep you entertained, or keep you informed. So you already know we back at it again with the new methods, the new scams, the new fraud tactics, the schemes that's going on out here in this world. They got almost everybody, their mama, their brothers, their sisters, their cousins, their babies, all getting some money. Everybody getting some money with these new methods and tactics that's going on in today's world. And one of these tactics is utilizing fools, people's profiles. Now, it's a lot of people out there that's starting to understand the credit game, the documentation game. Because at the end of the day, everything is based off documentation and what that documentation says. Now, there are so many people that are stealing identities, that are doing things like taking over somebody's deed of their home, selling it, taking out mortgage loans, equity loans on people's homes, getting loans, credit cards, lines of credit, whatever. I mean, anybody can do in their name. That's what the scammers and the fraudsters are doing it, and they're making profit off of these situations that they're putting themselves in. Now, how can you make money off fools? So basically, fools is somebody's full information, somebody's full profile, and once scammers, fraudsters get their hands on this, it's all fair and game. They basically turn it into somebody, and their main focus is getting some money. So how can somebody get some money utilizing this fools? And the only way you really can is they think like, okay, you can get loans, you can get credit cards, you can get lines of credit, you can utilize the bank. But then some people, like I told you guys in the previous video, they're starting to get these businesses. So people are starting to get fools, buy them off the dark web, get them from wherever, start businesses with these fraudulent with these stolen identities, getting fake IDs with these stolen identities, running the credit up on these stolen identities and crashing out the credit. Crashing out the credit. And it's nothing really the banks can do until the victim of the stolen identity calls and makes the complaint, because at the end of the day, all these things can be done on the computer. Nobody has to physically go into a bank to apply for a loan, credit card, a line of credit, or even to get approved. You can get approved for a loan sitting in the comfort of your own home without having to see anybody. And that's one of the loopholes that has been created, which is allowing it easier for the scammer or the fraudster to commit whatever that they want to commit and make some revenue. These are the things that I be talking about, because all these things are real. People are scamming all day, every day, committing fraud all day, every day. Somebody's trying to hack something all day, every day. Even right now, somebody is scamming, committing fraud, and trying to hack something. There's going to be some type of revenue or some type of beneficial on the money side. And people, there's a lot of people out there that are so naive and don't think it can happen until it happens. You got people out there that are stealing people's identities and getting big loans that that person couldn't even probably get because they understand documentations. They understand what banks are looking for. They know this person' credit profile is decent enough. And that's what's becoming the problem. More people are starting to learn about loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. So this is the thing. When people learn how to properly get approved for these things, it's a light bulb to go off in their head. Like, oh, I can do this like this, or I can do that like this. I can utilize that person's profile or this person's profile, or I can go buy me something off the dark web and just basically because every bank, lender, and group does not have the same requirements to get approved for a loan, credit card, line of credit, auto loan, or any of these things. And that's another thing. A lot of people aren't willing to do their research. Meaning that a lot of people just hear what somebody said on YouTube or Instagram and they just go off what somebody said. Oh, I'm finna go to Chase Bank. I'm finna go to Truist Bank. I'm finna go to Navy Federal Bank. No. Every situation isn't for every scammer or fraudster. Everybody does not have the same information. There are scammers and fraudsters out there that actually take their time into doing these type of things. And you got people who just don't care. It's people out here, listen, it's people out here that are so slow that they beg and search and find places on social media, wherever, to buy certain documentations from debit cards, credit cards, all stolen information. And then they have the nerve to just buy this and go try to use it like it's okay. Like they're not trying to use some type of stolen item. That's somebody's real item that if you use it, it's gonna pop like, hey, somebody's trying to use your card at this Walmart in Jacksonville, Tennessee, or whatever. And then they gonna get that information. They gonna get the camera from whatever it was, and it'll be you, like looking goofy. And I'd be confused, like, bro, why do so many people think that these type of methods or whatever is just free will? Like, since you buying it from the dark web or you buying it from somebody, like it's not going to affect you. Like you're not gonna get in trouble for it. But this another thing. A lot of people are silly, so a lot of people minds are messed up and don't comprehend and don't and lack common sense. So we all know that a lot of these dumb people who be trying to do these whatever methods and buying these tools, they get caught, and the first thing that they do is what? Narc on the person that they got it from. Soon as somebody get caught using a CPN or something, they get to crying, they get to tell my some, oh, I can tell you the person that I got it from and all this type of different things like that. So that's why at some point in time, they're not, at some point in time, you gotta really just pay attention to the things that's going on. Because like I try to tell you, boy, people be mad. The people see this is the thing. People are like people because it's people will buy things that they've never used before and get mad when they don't know how to properly use it and then call something a scam or a fraud or something like you a scammer, you're a scammer. Like how do people get mad because they brought some fraudulent that they don't know how to use and get mad at the scammer or the fraudster who they brought it from? That be making no sense. So that's why I be trying to tell people like, listen, people be trying to do everything that they see the next person doing because they see somebody making some money, but not even knowing the logistics of what's really going on. Because credit card fraud, check fraud, identity theft is not what anybody wants to happen to them. Nobody wants their identity theft. I mean, nobody wants to have identity theft on their credit profile or on their name. Nobody wants these things, and people are becoming victims of this because People are starting to, the government and these businesses are making it easier for people to get the bag. If they are making it easier for people to get the bag, they're making it easier for the scammers. Because the same process that the regular people and the people who actually are trying to get these loans, credit cards, or lines of credit or whatever, it's the same process. It's just instead of putting their name on that paper, they putting somebody else's information on that paper or on that application and utilizing a fraudulent ID. And that's all it really takes. And people are starting to realize that, and they say, okay, we ain't even got to go into the bank to apply. We can do it all offline. So these banks are starting to get hit with these fraudulent businesses, stolen identities, loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. And there's nothing they can really do until the victim calls it in because the banks are getting tricked. The banks are getting are catching on to it. So they're giving out these loans, credit cards, and lines of credit to these people. Now it's a lot of people, like I was telling you guys before, a lot of times a lot of people just buy random profiles and fools, and the information that they buy don't even match them. Like it might be a 5'5", 22-year-old black male with dreads, and they brought a 6'5", 256-pound white male linebacker that's 66 years old. It don't match because these everybody profile has a picture attached to it. Why? Because we all got driver's license and IDs. So whenever we go to the DMV and take that picture, that social security number is attached to all that information. So when you go to the bank and you go to these different places and they scan your ID, that information pops up. A lot of people don't know that. So this new identity theft fools, profiles, pre-built CPNs, whatever that you want to call it, people are finding new ways how to utilize them. A lot of dummies try to get apartments with them. That's stupid. A lot of people a lot of people think they gonna buy a CPN and just automatically get a loan with it. Like people think I'm gonna get a CPN and just walk in the bank and get a $10,000. Like I heard somebody say I need to get a CPN so I can bury my uncle. Like what? Like you don't just get a CPN and just think you automatically gonna get a loan. Like this is still fraud. Like you gotta go through with the process on your end. And by you having that silly mind, I know you're gonna get caught. I know you're gonna be somebody that's gonna go to jail utilizing this information. Listen, scam and fraud is not a freebie to free money at all. So people out there that be thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a method, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna get that, and I'm just gonna make me a lot of money. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that. Because y'all think like that and y'all gonna get caught, y'all gonna go to jail, and the first thing y'all gonna do is tell on the person who y'all brought the information from. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. Because like I said, there's people out there that want to hear this information to be more safe. There's people out there that want to hear this information to be entertained. There's people out there that want to hear this information for probably the wrong reasons. But at the end of the day, this is real information that's going on a daily basis in the real world that we all live in. And nobody wants to become a victim of any of this. And if you don't know about it, how can you be aware of it? Like if you never heard any of these things, how can you know when you what to look for or what to see when it happens? But by you getting this information, interpreting it, and learning it, now whenever something comes and like your mind works for you. So like your mind's on a red flag something just by you listening to this video when you see it because it's implanted in your head. Your mind is working for you. So you see something fishy going on, you like, I remember Hussle said something like that about if I like it, so that is gonna click in your head like they over there scamming, they over there committing fraud. Because now you know the difference between the two. Now y'all gonna stop saying everybody is a scammer. And you're gonna know the difference between a scammer and a fraudster. It's a difference. Knowledge is power. Power can take you and keep you safe, can take you far and keep you safe in this real crazy world that we all living in. So like I tell you guys before, it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. Make sure you guys are getting your Norton Life Lock to monitor all your financial accounts and social media accounts to make sure no suspicious activity is going on. Make sure you guys, and also make sure you guys, and it will also monitor your personal information to make sure it's not on the dark web floating around for people to buy. Make sure you guys are freezing your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Um, to make sure nobody can get anything in your name from loans, credit cards, lines of credit, etc., etc., cars, apartments, none of that. So if your credit profiles are frozen, nobody can get anything in your name, not even you, unless you unlock it. Make sure you guys are getting new credit card and debit card numbers every so often. We use them so much, and there's so many compromises, leaks, and hacks going on that if we get new cards, that old information will no longer be valid, and we have a fresh start. So make sure you guys are getting new credit card and debit card numbers every so often, man, because a lot of us keep our cards from 6, 8, 10 years and never change it. And stuff, things happen. So be more safe, be more cautious, be more aware of the things that's going on in this real crazy world that we all living in. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 cash app or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Make sure y'all book y'all student webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 250. Make sure y'all book y'all student crypto tour. Face in person limited gems, 3,500. Make sure y'all book y'all student month long mentorship, $1,000. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato app, me and their network. Still looking for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, and TikToks. Make sure y'all check out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all get in when y'all fit in with these load ups. All right, 120 and up, Cash App, Bitcoin payment. Once it's on your balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready. And we will go from there. All right. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I will see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.